Yeah, but anyways, basically anybody in the world with an internet connection can tune in and watch us, which is really interesting. But yeah, usually in the hundreds to like 300s on Game Graphs kind of tune in. That's what we see underneath some of our things, but there might be more. As for lines in the area, Rexon was just mentioning about that. There was some just outside a little bit, but they seem to have moved off. But there have been lions here already since I've been here, just a couple, but they tend to just still move around a little bit. But I'm sure as the season goes on, we might see more here. Yeah, it looks like people are saying hello to Pete.
Well, hello everybody. Just to answer the question from Efremoed, no, I don't have a hangover. I only had 2 beers yesterday, just to celebrate a little bit, but nothing too much. Peter and Simon were kind enough to offer me that I could sleep in this morning, so that was quite appreciated. It was a nice birthday present actually. So yeah, now I'm up and running again. Yeah, in a way a bit frustrated that the walk didn't pan out as we had hoped. But on the other hand, we are going to sort the sound out this weekend. And the test that we did off-air then in this case, because the sound was not up to standard. Picture-wise it was fine, and on Monday we're going to do a proper one, and you'll see it's going to be another step up in walk quality and content. So actually, in that sense, quite pleased with that, and looking forward to doing a right one on Monday. Just have some work to do this weekend to get the sound up and running, but I'm sure we'll get that figured out somehow. So yeah, definitely make sure if you do have a chance to tune into the walk on Monday, because it's going to be an awesome one, that's for sure.
You look really fresh this morning, Pete.
Oh, thank you very much. I feel a bit, it's still a bit clammy, the weather here. Still, it's not as hot now. Actually, the sun started shining now again. Didn't see much of it the last couple of days, but it's quite humid still. So, in a way, that's good, because that means as soon as the temperature drops a little bit towards the evening, then there is a chance of rain. So far, we didn't see much come of that, but one of these days, hopefully still before I leave. So that's gonna have to be soon. But yeah, I do feel good. I feel actually was a bit offish yesterday, but no, I feel a lot better today actually. Maybe it's so that I'm a year older and a year healthier. That could be. I'm not going to speak about wiser. Yeah, so it was nice actually to have some animals at the waterhole during the chat, or at least one. The zebra, nice. Did you figure out whether it was a male or female already, Simon? Or didn't you get to see to look in the right place?
Don't know about this.
No, I can't really see from here, but it might be a female. She's got a quite fat belly, which now I'm referring to obviously with pregnant, not make any other connections between that. But yeah, as Peter said yesterday, actually the foaling season or lambing season, or depending on the animal, is coming very soon. I think it might start during my time away, which is unfortunate, but I really do look forward to coming back then and then actually seeing all these little impalas and zebras and whatever else is around. Maybe even leopards, who knows, running around. And as Peter said, there's 2 peaks in the bird season. Let's probably call it like that, so that encompasses everything. So I will be here for the 2nd peak hopefully, and then I would really love to see a live bird of an animal. That would be really great. It would be even better if we could broadcast it as well, so we could share it with all of you. That would really be something. No, I'm just going on leave. I'm not leaving, just to make that clear. Now, as far as Wild Earth is concerned, I'm not planning on going anywhere away from Wild Earth, that is, for the time being. I'll definitely be back on the 25th, I believe. I leave on the 11th and I come back on the 25th. So yeah, 2 weeks leave, a little bit of rest. It's also nice sometimes just to step away from things a little bit, and then things can mull over in your head, and you get a fresh perspective and new ideas and whatever. And also just to spend some time doing other things spend some time, of course, with Renee, my partner, and her children and other people in Cape Town, so that'll also be quite nice again, just to catch up on the last 6 weeks. Charlie asks whether predators move in during the foaling season. I don't know that for a fact, but I would suspect that, yes, they do take advantage of it, because there are, during the foaling season, some of the mothers that are giving birth or have just given birth, they will be a little bit weakened, and also the calves, of course, are quite vulnerable. Whether they specifically move in, I don't know, because I think the foaling season will actually happen all over the area. So, but yeah, I'm sure that it's a good time for predators, because there are more weak or animals around, and that will make easier prey for them. So I'm sure they'll take advantage of that to actually eat properly, and also maybe if they do have cubs of their own, that it'll be a good time for them as well to be able to not just feed themselves but their cubs as well. Is this about the?
Yeah. I think Cameron was just wondering about. She heard something about Tyson, one of the leopards around. Was wondering if it is around. There was a male leopard spotted the other day, I believe, and it was hard to get a good ID on it, I believe. So they weren't too sure if it was Mufufuyani, Tyson, or maybe the Jordan's male. So yeah, it was kind of a little bit tough. So they weren't too sure on that male leopard that they spotted just the other day, just quickly. And then the leopard last night was a little bit tricky to identify, but in the end we do believe that it was Karula that we saw on the game drive last night. So yeah, who knows? She might still be in the area. We might see her on the afternoon's game drive. It's always kind of nice seeing a leopard, as well as it would be nice to see a live birth out there. When I was in Kenya, we did happen across Thompson gazelle that was starting to give birth, but with births it can take a long periods of time, so we moved on. But out here, I'm sure we would stay alive a little bit and probably keep cutting back and forth from the watering hole to the birth, as it would be really interesting to see a wild animal give birth. All right, Cameron's just wondering who's going to be around Christmas at here at Wild Earth. I think pretty much everybody but myself will be around. Okay, yeah, and I'll have to look back at the leave schedule. I know that I'll be gone. My next leave happens to fall right around actually during Christmas. I'll be actually back here on the 30th, I believe, of December. So I'll actually be gone, but I'll probably still be tuning in a little bit. I'm actually going home for the holidays back in the U.S. I'll be spending it with my oldest brother in Michigan, and my whole family's going to be there, as I didn't really actually get a chance to see him before I moved out here to Africa, to being here at Wild Earth. All right, so looks like Caroline's wondering if you ever figured out what the second snake was last night.
No, we didn't figure out what the second snake was. We looked in my snake and reptile book, and we found one actually that looked very, very similar. But then when checking the distribution map, actually it's only supposed to live in Namibia and Western Africa. But I'm definitely going to have another check tonight. And actually I'm going to check the archives to see if there's any frames that actually show the snake, even if it's in black and white. Because it was quite a distinctive snake. It was... well, maybe it sounds a bit strange, but it was very round, in the sense that it wasn't much thicker in the middle than it was towards the end. It was more like, in a sense, like a sausage is evenly thick all along its length. It was quite shiny as well, more than a typical snake, and it had quite distinctive spotting pattern on it. We hope we'll be able to find it. Really, unfortunately, we didn't have a camera with us, because then we could have sent it into the virtual museum for reptiles, and they would definitely have identified it for us. But